Mohamed Salah, the talisman of Liverpool, scorer of spectacular strikes, the man, the myth, the legend on track for potentially the GOAT Premier League campaign, a worthy contender for the Ballon d'Or. Yet, beneath the dazzling goal scoring and assist record and the overflowing trophy cabinet lies a very curious anomaly. Where is Mohamed Salah in the most decisive games, the major finals? From the heartbreak of the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations final to the recent disappointment of the 2025 League Cup final, Salah has featured in 11 showpiece events for club and country. And while his overall contributions to reaching these finals are undeniable to even his most staunch haters, his direct impact in them has often fallen short of the lofty expectations his talent, his greatness commands. In this video, we at the opposition will delve into the specifics of these 11 finals, analyze potential contributing factors, and offer a nuanced perspective that moves beyond simple goal tallies to understand Mohamed Salah's complex relationship with grand finals. The year is 2017. In its Africa Cup of Nations final, Egypt vs Cameroon. Salah started off brightly, but suffered a key injury in the first half and was forced to come off in the 29th minute. His absence undoubtedly hampered Egypt's attacking threat, and they went on to lose 2-1. It was a similar situation in the 2018 UEFA Champions League final, Liverpool vs Real Madrid, May 26th. Another devastating injury after being tackled to the ground by Sergio Ramos, a very controversial challenge, mind you. He was forced to leave the field in tears in the 30th minute, and Liverpool went on to lose 3-1. The final is mostly remembered for this, and Loris Karius' concussion leading to key errors. 2019 were in the Africa Cup of Nations final again versus Senegal, led by Sadio Mane. Salah managed to play the full match, but was very quiet. Senegal's defence, marshalled by Kalidou Koulibaly, did an amazing job at limiting his impact. He had a few chances, but couldn't find a decisive moment. Egypt lost 1-0, and this led Salah to being 0 for 3 in final matches. But everything changed in 2019 in the Champions League final, June the 1st, Tottenham vs Liverpool. Salah scored a penalty in the second minute, setting Liverpool on their way. However, beyond the penalty, his overall influence on the game was quite subdued. Liverpool won 2-0, their first Champions League since 2005. However, in my humble opinion, emphasis on the humble year, Tottenham would have won if they didn't just pass sideways and backwards, one of the more disgusting performances I have ever seen. Liverpool didn't even play well, not well at all. The only problem was Tottenham, they didn't offer anything going forward. They were scared. 2019 FIFA Club World Cup final versus Flamengo. Salah played for the full 120 minutes in a tight physical encounter. He had a couple of bright moments but didn't directly contribute to the goal. Liverpool won 1-0 after extra time. 2020 FA Community Shield versus Arsenal. Salah played the majority of the game and was involved in a couple of attacking moves but couldn't find the back of the net or assist. Liverpool eventually lost on penalties. Arsenal won 5-4. 2022, another African Cup of Nations final versus Senegal yet again. However, this time it went to penalty shootouts. Salah was slated to take 5th, but didn't end up actually getting a chance to even take one. Senegal won 4-2 on penalties. 2022 Champions League, the rematch, the revenge match against Real Madrid. But that wasn't to be the case. Real Madrid won 1-0. Salah and Liverpool should have won. He himself had 6 shots, all on target, but the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois gave a performance of a lifetime, a legendary performance. Real Madrid won 1-0. The 2022 FA Community Shield versus Manchester City. Liverpool won 3-1. Salah managed to perform well here. He scored a penalty and was a very lively presence throughout the match. In 2024, Liverpool vs Chelsea EFL Cup final. He played the majority of the game, but was very subdued. The match was tight and there wasn't really many clear-cut chances for Liverpool, but they managed to win 1-0. And And in the 2025 EFL Cup final the other day, they played Newcastle United and lost. Newcastle's first trophy in a long time. The conclusions we can draw from all of these matches is a few things. Number one, football is a team game, and Liverpool haven't performed their best in finals. Number two, teams employ tactical approaches during finals to specifically nullify the threat of key players like Salah, and they're also inherently tense affairs where scoring opportunities can be very scarce and the margin for error is minimal. And finally, another key point is often these finals happen at the end of seasons, and every year the workload for these players is increasing, and Salah plays every single game, basically every single minute. If his load isn't properly managed like it was in the lead up to this latest 2025 Carabao Cup final, then how can he give his best when he's being run into the ground every 2 to 3 days? Here at the opposition, we're not about controversial takes, we're not about hot takes, we're not about unfounded, biased opinions. To gain a clearer perspective, let's compare Mohamed Salah's game scores in the finals with other world-class players who have also featured in numerous high-stakes matches. For this sample size, we're going to look at Cristiano Ronaldo, potentially the GOAT, Harry Kane, Arjen Robben, and Vinicius Jr. This comparison will help us see if Salah's final performances are statistically significantly lower than his peers. When we take the average of Salah's game scores during the finals we mentioned, he has an average score of 6.818, a significant drop from his composite Premier League score this season, but an expected one. Cristiano Ronaldo's composite score is substantially higher at 7.445. It's a similar story with another legendary right winger, Arjen Robben, at 7.76. However, we need to note that a lot of these were for Bayern Munich in domestic competitions, in which they just dominate, to be frank. Another Ballon d'Or contender, Vinicius Jr., is at 7.5. And finally, the most valid comparison, Harry Kane, someone known for not showing up in big finals. I mean, a lot of them can be excused because he never really got there with Tottenham in the first place. So we had to take some semi-finals and stuff like that for accurate results and sample size. However, here it is. Harry Kane, 6.7. This graph shows a trend. Players like Robben, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Vinicius Jr. have performed statistically better in finals than the likes of Harry Kane and Mohamed Salah, which are very close together in game score. A lot of these can be explained by context. This isn't to diminish their greatness, and ladies and gentlemen, let's be frank, they are great. However, there's a greatness to being at the right place in the right time consistently in big games, and we haven't seen that from Mohamed Salah thus far.